In this video, we are going to go over a function. In an earlier video, I mentioned how there are two main types of procedures, a sub and a function. So far, all we have used are subs. The difference between a sub and a function is that a function can return a value. So instead of entering in a command button, we're going to go straight into the developer. Right-click and insert a new module. Instead of sub, we're going to say function. So let's write a function to compute a simple area formula. Let's do the rectangle area. So we're going to say rectangle area, and that would be the name of our function. For the sub, it was usually button1 underscore click, and now we're going to name this function rectangle area, and then we're going to set the parameters, or the variables that will be manipulated. And that is the length, we'll call that L, and the width, call that W. As soon as you click return, in function pops up. The statements need to go between function and end function. So we're going to say rectangle area, which is our function's name, is going to be equal to that L for length times that W for width. So rectangle area equals length times width. Now that we have our function, how do we actually use the function? Let's go ahead and label. So we'll name this rectangle. This can be length, and this can be width. So the area is going to be represented in cell B1. So you would say equals rectangle, and you can see that your function, your user-defined function, rectangle area, pops up. So you can finish typing that or click, and then now we specify our parameters, our length and our width. Well, we want length to be the cell next to length, and we want width to be the cell next to width. So now B2 will be L, and B3 will be W. So right now, our area is equal to 0 because there is no L and there is no W. So let's make the length 3 and say the width is 2. 3 times 2 is going to give us 6. So the area is 6. This function is returning a value. We can change the width or the length and it will automatically update the function. So if we change the width to 10, our 6 becomes a 30 because 3 times 10 is 30. Let's write one more function, and we'll do it for the triangle area. We know that a triangle area is 1/2 the base times the height. So go back into our editor, and we're going to start a new function. After the end function of the rectangle area, you can start typing your new function. So function, and we're going to say triangle area. And that's going to be B, comma, H, because we're going to change the base and we're going to change the height. As soon as you press return, a line will appear separating the two functions, and end function will appear after the function triangle area BH. Now all that's left to do is write the formula for the triangle area. So triangle area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. Now when we go back to our workbook, on sheet 1 we can say equals, and then as soon as we start typing triangle area, the user-defined function pops up. Now our variables B and H will be B6 and B7. So 1/2 a base of 4 times 6 should give us 12. Let's do 1/2 of 6, which is 3 times 6 should give us 18. So this is just a quick introduction to using a function.